everyone, welcome to Mondays with Yana, where we are practicing some English through English conversations. Well, you can practice your listening and speaking if you have someone next to you, so you could talk to each other, or even do some writing. You can even make a writing about what we speak. And obviously have the opportunity to meet Diego, to know Diego or me better, because we're talking about some things that have to do about us, or sometimes even you can know a little bit about Mexico, like in this particular topic. You can obviously subscribe to our channel, which is for free. You just have to click on that delicious Slovenian dessert on the top right corner at the end of the video, which is called kremšnita. And the subscription is for free. It's just a warranty that you won't miss any video that we upload. So what's the topic of today, Diego?
A delicious topic. Mexican breakfasts. Part 2.
Yes. I hope you're not hungry.
I am actually hungry, but what can we do about it? We gotta work.
Okay, in the first part, if you happen to miss it, you can watch our previous video. We spoke about chilaquiles, which is my favorite dish, but my mother-in-law style. And licuados, right, Diego?
That's correct. And they can watch the previous video so they know what they are, right?
Okay, yes. And what I'd like to mention...
my stomach is growling.
I would like to mention a super fast street breakfast that is possible to get. I know in Mexico City, it is, a sweet bread that to me is, I'm sorry, I don't want to offend anyone, but to me it's funny that a grown-up man would buy a sweet bread for
because
breakfast.
In Slovenia, I guess, it's not common.
They do eat sweets, but I don't know, after a meal as a dessert, but you don't buy it as a breakfast normally.
Which is very common here.
Daily, here it's daily.
It's a sweet bread
plus a
with
coffee.
Not a cup of coffee actually. It's café con leche, which is milk with coffee. So it's like a glass full of milk, and then you add maybe a teaspoon or a little bit less than a teaspoon of coffee and some sugar.
Yes, and you can buy it. Normally there are special bikes. They are adapted. So there's an enormous basket of different types of sweetbread, so you can pick it there, and they have, I don't know where they put, Diego, could you explain how do they do the coffee part, these people that sell it? Where do they put everything they need?
They have a large container. It's like a really big, I don't know if the right word is thermos, but it's like a big container, and they put the mixture already there of the coffee with no, that's not true. They have the coffee, I think, or they have it mixed. I'm not sure. We don't normally buy that much. I think some people have it already mixed, the coffee and the milk, and some people, I think, they just have a container with coffee and then they add some milk.
So that's like when you're in a super hurry, when you have to fly from home and you don't want to come with your empty stomach and your eyes closed to your work, no, you just quickly grab it, buy it, and take it with or have it there. And
sorry, I wanted to mention that my favorite sweet bread are churros, right? Which are, I think, from Spain originally. They're long, and they are sprinkled with sugar. And that's it. You normally eat it with chocolate.
I used to like very much conchas. They're like in like a shape of shell. That's why they have this name. And you can get them in vanilla, chocolate, or strawberry, I think. And then there are some more creative, bakers. They make it filled with something, sometimes.
We should have a special section, Yana, where we bring
sweetbreads?
Yeah, sweetbreads, and we show them here on the camera, and we take a bite. Of course, we take a bite and we tell them what it tastes like.
And this concha is a very typical bread, isn't it? And I still remember when my friend Dennis came over for the first time, I took him to Sanborns and I told him, you have to try this bread, and he loved it. He actually took them to Slovenia for his family to try when he went back.
I think that was his diet pretty much the first 2 weeks in Mexico. Conchas for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Yeah.
I think so.
By the way, sorry to interrupt you, Yana, just to mention that conchas are usually vanilla or chocolate, right? That they have.
Also strawberry.
Strawberry conchas?
Yes, on the top, red.
Mm,
Pink,
that
pink.
that's not common though. The most common ones are vanilla and chocolate.
Uh-huh. But then some of them are also filled with some cream and well,
Yeah,
but these
no,
are the
they have.
variations, not that
Yeah,
common, no?
right.
Well, then we're going to the most common dish, I would say, according to me.
Breakfast, you mean?
Breakfasts. I think here in Mexico they eat eggs. A lot, a lot, a lot, a lot
Hey,
of
we
them.
love eggs. Who doesn't love eggs? You don't love
But we
eggs?
do. We do too. But we are not as creative. How they say in English huevo estrellado?
Fried egg.
We eat fried eggs, we eat mixed eggs, we eat hard boiled eggs, and we eat soft boiled eggs. That's the most common
And you
way
don't put
of eating.
anything to it. You just, for example, the fried egg, you fry it and then you serve it, and that's it.
We dip white bread inside, and that's really delicious. Yeah, that's it.
You
Even
dip, sorry, you said you dip the white bread in the egg yolk.
into the yolk. Yes.
Right.
I still
Your
do
mouth
it.
is watering, Yana.
I still do it. No, but I don't know if right now when my friend Vanya is on a specific diet, she mentions that she mixes eggs with many things. I don't know if it's. I have to ask her if this is a new trend or it's just because she's on that diet, so she mixes the ingredients because she says that she's eating some stuff that could easily be Mexican.
All right. I'm sorry to interrupt you, Yana, but we're running out of time.
No,
Believe it or not, we're already halfway through the video,
don't tell
and
me
we
that.
haven't mentioned many breakfasts.
No,
So how about if
but
I?
no. I want your help, please.
All right.
Please tell me all the variations of eggs.
Okay. Let's both talk about it. Let's say the first one would be huevos rancheros.
Uh-huh.
Do you remember how those are?
No, that's why I'm asking you.
Huevos rancheros are you get the two tortillas and you fry them a little bit, very little. You put them on a plate and then you fry two eggs and you put them on top of the tortillas and then you put on top of that either a green sauce or a red sauce. Those are it.
And then is huevo albañil.
Yeah, but I would like to mention some more common ones. Huevos a la Mexicana is another very, very popular and common one, which is diced, chopped up tomatoes.
Diced means cut into the cubes, no?
Cut into cubes, yes. Or
For the ones
chopped
that
up,
are learning some expressions.
yes, chopped up onions, chopped up tomatoes, and then you fry them a little bit, and then you add the eggs, and you scramble the eggs together, mixed with the tomatoes and with the onions, and typically they add chile verde, green chili. You know, little pieces of it. But we don't eat chili here. We don't like it very much. So
You're referring to us, no?
you and I, yeah, we don't have that. Another one is from the north is machaca con huevo, which is machaca, a kind of meat with eggs. I love that one. That's one of my favorites. And you mix this meat, which is like shredded meat.
But it's dry? No, I mean it's not fresh, is it?
No, you're right. It's like a dry kind of meat. They call it also jerky. It's kind of like dry meat in English. They shred it, and then you put in a frying pan. My God, I'm still remember. I think also chopped onions, and then chopped tomatoes, and then you add the meat, the machaca, and then you add the eggs. You mix everything up, and then you serve this with flour tortillas, and you make tacos of them. So
Oh,
I would say.
delicious.
You mentioned another one, Yana. You mentioned
Albañil.
huevos al albañil. We don't have
The
that one.
builder eggs.
Yes, we don't have that one very much. I mean, in the house, but it's basically scrambled eggs, pretty much. How could we say? Dipped into a sauce, right? It's in a sauce. So basically, you make your green sauce with green tomatoes and green chilies and onions, or you make your red sauce with a red chili, which can be chipotle or some other chili, and your onions and your garlic in the blender, and then you put it on the frying pan or something higher, and then you cook that, and then you add the eggs, the scrambled eggs. Or, no, that's not true. You add the eggs, you just open them like if you were going to fry them, and you let them fall in there and you let them cook. And it can be, I think, fried with the egg whole, or scrambled, I believe.
Yes.
What else?
You make also omelets, no, out of eggs. It's also something common, isn't it?
Yes, but I think omelets are common everywhere, I think, in the world. Of course, here maybe.
Well, I personally in Slovenia didn't have them.
You don't have
At
any omelets?
no, even though also Vanya says she eats them, but I really don't know if that's a trend or I don't know, or only in my house we didn't eat it. I don't know.
No, I think maybe we copied that from the United States. It's not something Mexican-y.
But how do you make it for the ones that will be very hungry after that video and will run to prepare something?
Okay, you would put on the frying pan the little bit of oil. You turn it on, and then once it's hot, you mix in a bowl 1 or 2 eggs. I like it with 2 eggs. You mix it very well, and then you add it to the frying pan, and you make sure it extends all over the frying pan, and then on one side of the frying pan you put whatever you want to be in your omelette. For
The
example,
typical one are cheeses, right?
ham and cheese.
Uh-huh.
Ham and cheese.
Or my favorite, mushrooms. I love mushrooms.
Mushrooms or mushrooms with cheese. What else do we have?
But these are basically these are basically the typical
Yeah.
one, no?
I would say.
Okay. Diego, I think we'll have part 3, because it's just so much more left. So don't feel pressured.
We
that
still
you
have
to.
time, eh?
I
Don't worry.
know, but
will-
I want to talk properly about the dishes the way they deserve.
Uh-huh.
I would like to ask you a question.
All right.
When we were for the first time in Slovenia, what breakfast stuck in your mind and you will never forget it?
What breakfast
Uh-huh.
stuck in my mind?
That my father used to serve you daily.
Well,
Talking about eggs.
it was a hard-boiled egg.
Soft boiled.
A soft-boiled egg. You're right. It was a soft-boiled egg, and that was what we had always, a soft-boiled egg or two, and yogurt that was like
Goat yogurt.
goat yogurt, which didn't seem to have like any sugar or flavor. It was natural, I think.
Yes.
I did not like it, and I told Yana, whispering to her, "I don't like this. What do I do? Your dad is bringing it to me." Unfortunately, in Slovenia, you can just simply say thank you, but no thank you, which in Mexico is more difficult. They offer you
Yeah.
something to eat, and you usually have to eat it.
You're supposed to at least try it, no?
Yeah, people can get offended if you don't.
Yes.
It's true. So, but what I loved about the breakfasts over there, I like my soft boiled egg.
I know that.
Yeah, I like it.
A question.
The bread.
Have you had it before?
Yes, I used to have that a lot when I was a kid. My mother used to give us.
But then not. But is it
give us
common
that.
in Mexico to serve kids this kind of breakfast, or was it your mom?
I wouldn't know because, as you know, I was not in a common, typical Mexican family, so I wouldn't know really. But going back to Slovenia, please.
Yes, sorry.
You guys also have cheeses maybe for breakfast, or pate to smear on bread, or butter, or some sort of creamy thing to smear on the bread, kaimak, something, it's absolutely delicious. Or put some ham or some cold cuts on top of your bread. That I absolutely loved. And we don't have that here. That's not typical for breakfast here.
No, you have different breakfasts.
Any other typical Mexican breakfast that we're skipping here? These eggs in many different styles, and I feel we're missing something there. What else do
With the
people
eggs?
usually have here? I don't know. It's eggs in many different ways, many different styles. I mean,
We will talk about different dish in a new video, because I don't want to just quickly talk about it.
right. And in the breakfast, we usually have juice.
Yes,
We mentioned that before.
I think so. But
Yeah.
well, if it's the first video that you're watching, the common juice here is an orange juice, and it's a natural orange juice mainly in most of the places, or a grapefruit juice, no?
Yes.
Or a carrot juice, or mixture of carrots and orange juice, or the green juice. Diego, what's in the green juice?
The green juice, like I mentioned before, was, I believe, nopales, which is cactus, and then oh my God, what was it? Orange juice and celery, and I'm not sure if a little tuna, which is like a prickly pear, Red one?
I don't know.
I'm not sure about
I
that.
remembered another one, the vampire.
Well, that's like a licuado. It's a jugo. It's a juice,
It's a juice, yes.
which is common here for us to drink. Yes, which is beets,
Orange juice
orange juice,
and carrots.
and carrot juice.
Exactly.
It's very good.
Well, we won't keep you here any longer if you became hungry.
Yes.
You can choose one of the ideas we shared with you for your breakfast or maybe even for a dinner. No, we do have eggs for dinner in Slovenia, for example. Please tell us in the comments if you had the chance to visit Mexico, did you have any Mexican breakfasts really? And if you didn't visit us, tell us which of the breakfasts drew your attention the most. Which one would you want to try? And if you're going to make one, please tell us which one it was and if it turned out well. See you here next Monday with a different topic. Bye!
Bye.